So which is the best GPU to buy in 2025? Today we're going to be talking about this only. We're not going to be talking about the specs, the features, upscaling technology. ये सब नहीं सुनना होता किसी को भी. So what we did, we tabulated across 3 resolution 1080p, 2K and 4K, the average FPS across 18-20 games, and kind of arrived at a cost per rupee value. One thing we definitely did was we didn't take the highest price variant of that card. Right? Of course, there's a 3-4% gap between the highest price variant and the lowest price variant. Just for fairness, we decided we'll take the lowest price variant. And the second thing we did was we did not use upscaling technology. क्योंकि अगर upscaling technology use कर लेंगे, I mean, it beats the purpose of having a cost per rupee comparison. फायदा ही नहीं होने वाला है. Only one winner will be there. हाँ, सच है bro, ये सच है.
Bias.
Yeah, the background is also green. No, it's not bias. It is the reality. Like, we cannot have an apple-to-apple comparison when the upscaling technology between 3 brands is so different. Like, Intel has a different value uplift, FPS uplift in their upscaling. AMD has a different FPS uplift. NVIDIA has a crazy uplift because NVIDIA has been doing this work for like 3-4 years now. We are on DLSS 4. Just to be fair to the other people and to everyone in general, we thought upscaling ko hatao is calculation में से. So, without wasting any further time, because nobody wants to see an old man talking, here's 1080p resolution K results. And guess which GPU takes the crown? Team Red is up top because they are discounting their GPUs. So, yeah, cost per frame is lower. So, the 1080p or the budget / entry level, not exactly entry level, like एक ज़माने में 7,000 used to be entry level, but now 25,000 से नीचे entry level है ही नहीं. Inflation is a real thing. Stocks में डालो पैसे, बैंक में मत रखो.
Real advice.
Real advice. Don't buy GPU. Buy NVIDIA stock. So yeah, up top is 9060 XT, followed by 6600, and then comes 5060. Not much of a price gap between 9060 XT and 5060. It's almost the same price, but you do get a few more frames on the 9060 XT. But talking about DLSS, at 1080p, I don't think anybody should be doing DLSS. I mean, technically it may be possible, but the picture quality that you get when you upscale a lower image, lower than 1080p image to 1080p, it'll leave a lot to be desired. This is all I can say. Blurriness, ghosting, jagged edges. But DLSS 4 kind of has fixed that, but then again, this is not about DLSS 4. This is about raw performance. So next up is the mid-range. मिड रेंज का जो आजकल का वैल्यू है 30 to 75,000. बैक इन माई डे उतने में पूरा पीसी बनता था. पेपर रिच फार्म रिमेंबर्स हो जा रहा है मेरे साथ. बट ओके, व्हेन वी स्टार्टेड आवर कंपनी, GTX 970 का सिस्टम 75-80,000 के अंदर बन जाता था i7 के साथ, 4790 के साथ. शायद का फर्स्ट सिस्टम उतने का ही था, 80,000 का था. CSGO के स्किन्स बेच के लिया वो. अभी तो रिसेंटली मार्केट प्लेस ऑफ CSGO skins is down. Do you want us to make a video on that? I think that's an interesting topic. Let us know in the comments. So next up, yeah, the mid-range, 30 to 75,000 के बीच के GPUs में, no surprises for guessing which one is on top. The average cost per frame for the top winner 9060 XT is around 511 rupees. Now this FPS is an average across 18 games, like we said earlier. So there are a few instances where the 8GB version is struggling to hit 60 FPS. Keep in mind this is 2K resolution. Another thing to keep in mind, if you're looking at 2K 60 FPS, the 9060 XT should be just fine. So basically, if you want a fully capable machine just below 1 lakh rupees, I think looking at these options are not bad. But we have to mention Intel also. Intel आया है ग्राफ में, है तो सही ना, मतलब appreciate करना चाहिए. Marks for participation मिल रहा है आज. A for effort, bro. I mean, see, it's good for customers only. No? Everyone completes nicely. We get more value. And actually their performance is not bad if you look at it. It's not bad. 2K में मतलब 45 average FPS is a workable FPS. And again, the NVIDIA offerings are also great value, especially because they just don't game. Like if you're the kind of guy who tinkers around with a lot of different stuff into content creation or maybe even light AI training, I know it's not for everybody, but it will probably end up becoming a core use case for a lot of people. Especially when a lot of offline on-machine models start coming in. Okay, that's yet to happen, but that will happen. And when that happens, you might as well have a good card which can run those things on your machine locally. There we go. As balanced as it gets. सब अच्छे हैं. A for effort भी मिल गया उसको. टेबल टॉपर भी कोई और है. AI के लिए तो बेस्ट है ही. So just a quick disclaimer, we're talking about rupee per frame generated and so on, but do keep in mind these prices fluctuate. बदलता रहता है, डॉलर बदलता है, कभी डिस्काउंटिंग हो जाती है. So just take it as a general trend of how to see things. So if you're looking at this, people will start questioning, is this card worth it? For example, 5060 Ti doesn't look value for money. But let me remind you, it's a 16 GB card under 60K. RTX 5000 series DLSS 4. क्या चाहिए लाइफ में और 5090 चाहिए. Which brings me to our next section. 4K high-end 60,000 plus cards. And surprise, surprise, we have 7800 XT on top, 16 GB VRAM. Cost per frame about 962 rupees. That's actually crazy without any upscaling effort. And yeah, the table keeps going on. You could think what is more value to you depending on your workload, but since we're talking about only about gaming, this is where it's at. I think 5090 should just excuse itself from this kind of a calculation. See, that's the thing, right? Because 5090 is not meant for gaming once and for all. I mean, NVIDIA भी बोल देना चाहिए कि 5090 is not for gamers. And genuinely, we are actually making multiple machines every month with 5090. Very, very rarely does it ever go to a gamer directly. It doesn't. It just doesn't. It's always going to companies, it's going to VFX companies or companies which do a lot of work in AI or data analytics.
Plus DLSS 3x 4x जो है वो actually अच्छा 5090 पे ही चलता है.
Yeah, exactly.
बाकी
Right?
दूसरी चीज़ें
Yeah,
तो
yeah.
वैसे नहीं चलता.
And the point is, do you really want Audi, Mercedes, BMW to be like running a race with other cars? You are not buying it for value. You are buying it because there's nothing better to buy. Genuinely. So yes, let's wrap up on those recommendations. So if you're on a tight budget below 20K, don't buy a GPU. Just buy a mobile phone. So you don't really have many options in the sub 20K category. No newer generation cards are actually catering to it. VRAM बहुत कम कर देना पड़ेगा. Actually, that's the issue right now. Entry level cards with lower VRAM are going to be cheaper. But the current usage for games and other things, even 8 GB is like not enough anymore. Like you kind of need to go slightly above that. So there you have it. Anyhow, moving up slightly to 40K, the 9060 XT is a good option. The cheapest option, I should say.
Cheapest option at 40.
Specific titles, right? Like HR does this only in office. Best performing person in September.
Whose name starts with A.
A. So yeah, the 9060 XT, 9070 XT ये category के आगे है, but worth considering. And the 5070 again amazing for this category. And if you really want 4K gaming, I think we should not be looking beyond 9070 XT and 5070 Ti. These are the cards you need to buy depending on the games you want to play. Traditionally, all console games work very well with Team Red because the GPU on consoles is still Team Red. So yeah, there you have it. This is not a recommendation guide. This is just a guide which tells you how much FPS you get when you spend so and so amount of money. Thank you for watching. If you like unhinged videos like this with old men ranting about how much cheaper it was during their time, you are at the right place. I am not able to convince my father still that I need a 5090. So messed up. I have 3 kids of my own. And my father has a say in what graphic card I buy. पूरे इंडिया में बेच रहा हूँ मैं ग्राफिक कार्ड, फिर मैं बाप को अग्री नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. डैड, पढ़ाई के लिए तो 5090 जरूरी होता है. So yeah, what is the best GPU to buy in 2025? The best थोड़ा सा subjective चीज है, right? Like best for somebody is not the best for you.
Video close.
That's it. The video is dead.
कोई सेंस है इस बात की? हमें बहुत लग रही थी उस टाइम. हमें तो हाथ मिलाए, गले मिले एक दूसरे से. क्या बढ़िया आइडिया है भाई.